Yo guys, that's my name on BC Future, and today we're going to talk about AI. So what exactly is AI? I'm going to explain everything connected with AI and every other stuff. So we're going to start with the definition of AI, then we'll talk about the relating AI and human beings, then we go further to explain how does AI works. Yeah, that's how it is. So from there we talk of the types of AI, then further we talk about the uses of AI, then advantages and disadvantages of AI, go into the future. Yeah, that's somehow talking about the future. Yeah, you can explain that. Let's first of all talk about the definition of AI. So what is exactly AI? Is it just to voice sound every time you hear about A and I? So what exactly is these things? So sometimes AI will actually mean Adobe Illustration. Yeah, exactly, this Adobe Illustrator, this software used for illustrating object. Yeah, someone sound like Photoshop. Sometimes it's actually mean artificial intelligence. Yeah, AI actually mean artificial intelligence, and also A sound, especially English sounds. Yeah, but AI says A sound in the folder. AI actually mean loves and affection in Japan and Chinese. Actually, these are not what we wanted to talk about today. We want to talk about the AI, which is the artificial intelligence. Yeah, that's the one we're talking about, the artificial intelligence. So what exactly is this artificial intelligence? So artificial intelligence, this is the ability of a computer or a robot controlled by a computer to do tasks that are usually done by humans. Yeah. Okay. Or you can also say that artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligence in machines that are programmed to think like humans and mimic their actions because they require human intelligence and discrete. So looking at this definition, they say this is a simulation of human intelligence in machine. Yeah. And when we talk about the relating AI and human beings, yeah, by the definition we talk about, yeah, so we talk about the keywords when relating AI and human beings. Talk about some keywords I listed here, those one I bolded, which is number 1, human intelligence, and number 2, the program. Of course I bolded those two. And what exactly is human intelligence? Human intelligence is the ability of human to learn, understand, and think in a logical way about things. Okay, so how does this relate to computers? How does this human intelligence relate to computers? Well, actually we know that without humans there will not be computers. Exactly, with the help of these three friends of ours. Of course they're already dead, but at least they make a history. Please, this one, the first person you see here is Charles Babbage. Is the father of computer, and then the other one is the mother of computer. That's the third one is Pascal. At least with the help of these three people, they help to take us at least from the old age to the computer, or you call it the new age. Yeah. So what exactly is this old age? Yeah. What exactly is the old age? Old age is the times that things are very hard. You can see the first picture, calculating stones, using stones. How can this is very hard to calculate up to hundreds of numbers. Oh, that's really hard. And you can see the second picture, up to 50 that's a countable number of people carrying one little block. But nowadays, you know how that does? With the help of these people, they transform this old age to at least what we call the new age. Not actually this is the new age actually, but at least they help from this to this. As you can see, this machine at the top is called the Pascal calculator, and this is actually used for calculating. Instead of these stones, how can you get down to 1 million stones to calculate? Then actually you can see that wheelbarrow. At least with the help of wheelbarrow you can carry at least half of those blocks person can carry half of this block that is there, and the person can also carry that. And at least with the help of these people, from there now we are not gaining knowledge to go from this, at least this side of these people, to now watch this. Yeah, now we can calculate billions of numbers in a single let's just put this in a single device, and can even put in the pocket. Because in that first one cannot be put in the pocket, and you cannot gather up to 1 million stones in your pocket, but now you can gather up to trillions of numbers in your pocket. That's magic. And even this load machine, one person can even operate more times those the old age groups. That is actually incredible. That's AI for you. And actually these machines are what we call programmed. And as we bring us to the second keyword of what we're saying now, programmed. And actually programmed is the past tense of program. So what is exactly is program? What is program? Actually a program is a written order that is given to the computer in order to perform a specific task. So who actually does this? You know, anything that is done in this world, there's somebody that does that. So who actually does this? A person called a programmer. So it's actually a programmer. A programmer is a person that gives the computer a task to perform in the form of written order. That is a task. They give the computer task to perform, and they give these tasks in form of written order. Actually, when you listen to this thing, it's like you writing a letter to your parents or guidance or orders on what to do for you. Actually, when writing these letters, we have some languages you have to communicate with them. Of course, communicate either with English, Chinese, or Igbo language. You understand? Only language, of course, these are just normal languages that you communicate with people. That's what I'm talking about when we're talking about programming languages. Now, what is programming languages? Now, programming languages are these are languages that the programmers use to speak with the computers. These are languages that enables the computer to understand the people, because they are not just like, you can't say that computer is human, you know, computer is different from human. So, what are programming languages? These are languages that the computer can understand. Examples of these languages include, as you can see in this booklet, you might not understand those symbols, but actually, examples of programming languages actually using C#. C#, this is actually using gaming. All this gaming that you guys usually play, C# does the job. That's C#. And C++ is actually used in computer science, and unfortunately this is used more in AI, and actually in Python. This is a symbol here. Python actually have a high role in AI. Java is actually used in gaming also. COBOL and lots more of them. There are many types of programming language. And if you want to be interested in AI and you want to learn programming language, you have this site. First one is www.sololem.com, where you can learn how to code. Actually, coding is fun. And actually, the second one, and what is exactly coding? In the act of coding. So what is exactly coding? Coding is the act of writing programming languages. Yeah, that's what I said. It's fun. The second one is the www.w3schools.com. There's a place. These two sides, the side that I would actually recommend you when you are trying to learn AI or programming. So how does this AI works? So looking at this picture up here, you might not understand it. So I circle this part. Why do I circle this part? And I give her with a red marker, I give her something in this part. Why do I do so? Actually, this part that I read and these things that goes like this is actually veins that controls human brain. This is a human brain, of course. This is a computer brain. So this is a human brain. So actually, these are veins that runs the body that enables to pump blood to the brain. How does it relate to AI? What am I talking about? How does it relate to AI? Actually, these enables you to think. It's human beings that think and create machine from this place to this machine. Of course, I love this picture. From these human brains, we enable you to bring out our machine brains. From this machine brains, it goes to a process and goes through wires. Yes, of course, this is the machine brain, and this is the wires. These wires over here, and this is it. What I'm trying to say is that it is the human beings that have the power and the knowledge to create machines. No any other thing, not animals. Animals don't have that type of brain. That's how AI came into existence and how it works. Well, types of AI. So we talk about relative machines, limited memory, theory of the mind, self-awareness. So let's start from the first one, relative machines. So what is exactly is relative machine? Well, relative machines are the most basic types of AI system. What did this mean? This means that they cannot form memories or use past experience to influence present made decisions. They can only react to current existing situation. What does this mean? I mean that relative machines, that's a type of AI. This type of AI does not have memory. They don't think. Not that they don't even think. They don't even know what is in the past. They don't even know what is going to be in the future. They don't even know what is happening now. So they actually use what is happening now to perform their action now. Of course, after now, everything ends. After again, if you start it again, it start immediately that time. After that time, it ends. And examples of these AIs are the smart devices which you use now. This is a musical instrument. When you on it to play music, it plays music right now. After that, no more. And it's a refrigerator. When you on it to cool your freezer or cool your drinks and so on and so forth, it cools it now. It doesn't think about yesterday is very hot. Actually you need a cold water. No, it doesn't think about that one. What it knows, if you actually want cold drink, you put in there today, cool the drink. Of course. Now let's go to the second type of AI, which is limited memory. Of course. So limited memory is comprised of machine learning models that derive knowledge from previous learned information, stored data or event. Unlike reactive machine, limited memory learns from the past by observing actions or data fed to them in order to build experimental knowledge. What does this mean? This means that this type of AI actually uses past experiences, what they actually noticed in the past or what they have been stored into to use. And examples of these machines are, you can say, examples of this machine, you can say a self-driving car. Now, look at that car. Actually, there's a video I'm gonna play it for you guys. Look at that car. Now watch what is gonna happen right now. Of course.
Here we are, riding in a minivan with nobody in the front seat.
As you can see, there's nobody in that front seat. Let me play the game, guys. See that.
Here we are, riding in a minivan with nobody in the front seat.
That's incredible. Nobody is in the front seat, but the car is going. Actually, no accident. That's incredible. Now let's go to the third type of AI, which is theory of the mind. Now, these are machines that identify, understand, retain, and remember emotional output and behaviors while knowing how to respond to them. Actually, what does this mean? I say that these are the machines that identify, understand, retain, and remember emotional output and behavior. And these are machines that understand behaviors of human beings. Actually, they mimic behaviors of human beings to know what they will output. Examples is this machine, Sophia. It brags about that. It brags about Sophia, the AI robot that was built. So let's
understand the feelings of humans. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I won.
As you can see, she just noticed that she won. How did she notice that she won? She won how? How did the machine notice that she won? Of course, she noticed that from the experience and the theory of mind of the person playing the game with. Of course, the person he's playing the game with, he noticed the movement of the person and knows how he moves, he controls emotional feelings, of course. So let's go to the fourth type of AI, which is self-awareness. Self-awareness involves machines that have human level consciousness. These forms of AI is not currently in existence, of course, yeah. But why are they not in existence? Because this AI actually have the ability to recognize, replicate, they recognize and replicate human-like actions. What does this mean? This AI is planned to work like human, not actually accurate like human, but at least to understand, to think for themselves, to have desires, to understand his feeling, to know all these activities of a man. They just want to make this AI to at least be the AI of the future, the AI that will help humanity in the future. And like I said, these AI are not yet made. Actually, they are yet to be made. So, uses of AI. What are the importance of AI actually? So, AI helps in shopping and advertisement. Yeah. How does AI help in shopping and advertisement? Actually, when you go let's take for instance a shopping center. You went to a shopping center, you wanted to take some have a drink. Of course, with the help of AI, you can see that you can go to a shop, take everything you want, take there, and come out and pay once. That each person, each product, you understand that that is not actually cool. It's not good. Each person, each product. How many products is in the shop? Now, AI actually helps in web searches. Now, how does this help in web search? Like in Google, where you are searching take for instance, you want to search about shoes, and you type shoes, shoes just came out. What actually works is that's AI, that's programming for you. And of course, it actually helps in digital personal assistant. Actually, if you want to have an accurate personal assistant that cannot cheat you, human being actually cheats sometimes. They cheat, they steal, they lie, but AI cannot do such a thing. You understand? AI actually based on his job or her job, he does it accurately how he sees it. So actually, this actually helps in machine translations. What are machine translations? Actually, machines has their languages as 01010110, but AI actually helps us to understand that we can actually communicate directly to machines through those programming languages I've listed. And AI actually helps in smart homes, cities, and infrastructure. How does this help in smart homes? Actually, you can imagine coming into your home without switching any bulb and the poof, you understand? There's a light. How does this come in? This is actually the ability of an AI. You understand? AI does that for you. Smart homes. Actually, this helps in cars. Like as you can see, that car that I showed you, self-driving car, no accidents. Actually, that's cool for you, Yeah, just relax in the back, do anything you want to do, and the car just moves, no driver. Oh, that's very cool. That's lovely for you. Then actually helps in cyber security. This actually helps to avoid frauds or thieves or something relating to all these unlikely behaviors. You understand? It actually helps that with the help of monitor camera. That's an example of AI for you. When you put the monitor camera like your face or your gateway, you can see that you have the ability to stay in your room and actually watch out for your gates and your surroundings. That's AI for you. Then AI actually artificial intelligence against COVID-19. So COVID-19 coronavirus. How is that artificial intelligence against this COVID-19? Like I have to say, AI helps a lot, especially in this COVID-19 era. AI helps. With the help of AI, we have that device that actually detect that this guy is having COVID-19. That's AI for you. AI helps to detect who actually has COVID-19 and those who does not have, to separate them from those who does not have, to avoid contacting. Then advantages of this AI drives down the time taken to perform a task. You understand this? Put the time down. Like if it will take you 3 hours to carry a load from a distance, AI will help you with the help of that machine I showed behind downstairs. AI help you with the help of that machine. You can carry that load within 2 minutes. You have already reached where you want to go. And of course, the second one we're talking about is AI operates 24 hours in a day without interrupting or breaks and has no downtime. What does this mean? It actually means that AI can operate 24 hours in a day without downtime, without breaking, without interruption. Understand? As far as this AI, it works according to how you send it to work. Actually, AI actually helps to reduce stress. How does it mean? This AI helps in reducing stress. Well, for you alone to carry up to 50 kg of a calcium carbonate, it will take you hours to take those kind of loads. That's too heavy for you. It's gonna give you a stress, and of course you're gonna go to hospital and treat about that, and that's actually loss. And yeah, it helps to reduce loss. So talking about the 50 kg, when you have carried up to 50 times, you actually know what that means. And you go again, maybe you got a job and you're doing the job, and the job is a very hard job. You do the job, now you're giving paid, you're paying, right? They're giving you money for the job you're doing, and now as you're paying, as they're paying you, now as a human being, you actually have some weakness in your body, so you have to go and treat them up. And as you can see, the money is already chopped off. Before you know it, the money is finished. And of course, now how does AI helps to reduce the stress? Actually, I'm going to say it by saying that AI helps a lot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So disadvantages of this AI: high cost in implementation. Well, anything that is robotic is actually needs money to like that, to set up AI based machines. All these high machines actually need money to set that up. Of course, when you are doing the job, there is no money. You actually need that. When you alone is doing the job, you don't pay yourself, of course. But when you actually need a machine to do the job, you have to buy the machine. Actually, it's a high job, it must be a high machine, and when it's a high machine, you actually need a high cost. Okay. So what exactly is number 2? Can't replace human. It's impossible for an AI to replace human being because they can't think, they can't have their own desire. It's what they are told to work, it's what they're gonna work because they are not 100% efficient as humans. Then doesn't improve with experience. AI doesn't improve with experience. What does this mean? It doesn't think about past experience and improves his job. No, it doesn't do that. Okay. Now, last, creativity. AI cannot be able to create on his own. AI cannot create something on his own. AI creates according to the person who programs it. Okay. So, and it's actually leads to unemployment. Yeah, when there is AI working, actually youths are getting unemployed because there is machine doing the job better than them. Okay, so the future. Now when I talk about the future, actually gonna talk about the future. This guy is gonna talk about the future. I'm not gonna talk about the future. I'm gonna talk about plans for the future. That's what I mean by the future. Of course. Whoa, guy. Oh shit. Because see, these are very beautiful pictures. Because the first one is a drone. It's a beautiful drone. As you can see by looking at this drone, what I can tell you that this drone can fly more higher than any other drones can do. Oh, that's the future for you. Yeah, and of course, nobody can tell you that this drone can fly upside down. Now, this is magical. And of course, going on, oh, wow, look at this car down there. Glass, almost glass and silver made body. Oh yeah, this car is AI based, and it's called of course this Mercedes-Benz Avatar Vision. This car actually uses your mindset. The image here, as you can see in the middle, this robot, like I say, this robot are examples of those robots that actually think for themselves. And of course, this is the end of today's tutorial, and I'm gonna see you later.